Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've actually got some new Scarlet and Violet products, which I, for one, was not really expecting. I was kind of like, oh, well, we've, gotten to the end of the Scarlet and Violet products, and that's fine. We've seen a bunch of them, that was good, but some new stuff has gone and been revealed, and it's one of those situations where, what am I going to do? Not talk about it? No, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't sound like me. So we do have some new blisters to have a look at in a moment, with something kind of weird, but again, we'll get to that in a moment. But let's start off with the binders, portfolios, call them what you will. We have had these gone and been revealed, and they've been listed on the Asmodee France website. But remember, Asmodee does they do distribution for Pokemon products in a lot of different places, including the UK. So, sure, this is listed on the France website for the moment, but let's make no mistake about it. It's clearly going to be everywhere. It's just this has happened to be where they've turned up for the moment. So what we've got then is the 9-pocket binder, which features Koraidon and Miraidon, which probably shouldn't surprise anyone. I mean, firstly, this is Scarlet and Violet. It was kind of always going to have them. Secondly, they are back to doing what they do here, and that is to say we've got the booster pack artworks. And you'll notice that the front of this is very much the Koraidon, who is, of course, on the booster pack, and the back is very much the Miraidon. Again, the booster pack artwork. Although I'm more of a Miraidon fan myself, and Miraidon is undoubtedly the better of the two, at least going by the early results over in Japan. So, I don't know, I just think Miraidon should have got the front cover. Just putting it out there, I think Miraidon should have got the front cover. Either way, what we've got here is what we would expect. We have got the booster pack artworks, but there's a bit more to it. You can see a bit more of the scene, and sure, there's a Pokemon trading card game logo on the front, and we do have an Ultra Pro logo and a barcode on the back, but you can just see so much more here. And I know a lot of people like collecting the sets in these binders, and that's kind of awesome. I know a lot of people collect the binders, and the booster pack artwork is pretty stunning, frankly. So I like this. This is honestly awesome. As for the Paw Pack binder, you've probably already guessed it. On the back, we've got the Gyarados Terastal or Terra Gyarados X. That's kind of cool. Again, that is from the booster pack artwork. And on the front, we've got the first partner Pokemon, Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxley. And this is kind of awesome. I mean, you might have noticed from my videos, when I have to use, or when I want to use, a booster pack of Scarlet and Violet, I use this artwork. As far as I'm concerned, on a very personal level, you look at these 4 artworks, and there's a clear winner. Like a clear winner. It's this one. I love it. I absolutely adore it. I'm a huge fan. Life is good. So yeah, this one makes me very, very happy indeed. Of course, let's not forget that a while ago, I want to say with Astral Radiance, for some reason, we never really found out, although I'm assuming it was a license expiring and then taking a little while for the license to be renewed. I do not know that for a fact, but I don't know, I've done enough business over the years that I would imagine this is what it is. Cannot prove it. That is a prediction, let's be clear. But for some reason, they just had generic, the first partner Pokemon from Legends Arceus, your Rowlet, your Oshawott, and your Cyndaquil, on a very generic background. And we were terrified at the time because I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the Ultra Pro products, and I think I've been pretty clear about that. I don't think I've been unfair, but I think I've been pretty clear in my criticism. But I like these binders. They are just the booster pack artwork, and they're awesome. The Astral Radiance ones, I don't know what was going on with them. They were absolutely horrendous. But the good news is, they're gone. So nobody really cares. Yay! Because, of course, with Silver Tempest, we saw a return to what we were expecting. And then that just carries on here, and frankly, life is good. And this makes me happy, ladies and gentlemen. This makes me very, very happy indeed. So yeah, we got booster pack artwork in the binders like we would expect. And honestly, I just love this. I love that they do this. I love that they do it every time. I've bought a few of these over the years. I don't buy them every time, but I know some people do. And I know some people love them, and I know that these are really cool binders for showing off your collection of, for instance, Scarlet and Violet. And you know what? That's pretty gosh darned awesome. Now, the other thing that's gone and been revealed are some blisters that are coming out over in, I believe this is Brazil. Yeah, so we've got a listing from a Brazilian website here of the Scarlet and Violet booster packs, or blister packs. But something weird is going on. Because you see, they've got a different configuration. You will notice that what they've actually got here is, well, they've got the free pack blister, like we would expect, except it's got Dondozo, which again we would expect, and there are 6 cards per pack. This is actually not particularly weird, honestly. This shouldn't surprise anyone. In Brazil, they have 6 card packs. It's a thing. It's not a huge deal one way or the other. It's just a thing. What happens? That's fine. We can also take a look at the other quote-unquote free pack blister, which features Arcanine. Again, exactly as we would expect. That's what it is in the US, Europe, etc. That's fine. The thing is, there is something that is a little bit different here, and that's the Sprigatito coin. That is unusual, because as it stands at the moment, we're not getting the Sprigatito coin. And the thing is, we are getting the other two, and I'm kind of a completionist, and I also find it weird when stuff like this happens. Like, in our free pack blisters, we're not getting coins. And I have explained this to you guys before, I don't know this for a fact, but remember, Pokemon are doing various things with the prices in this set. The price of booster packs is increasing slightly, although they are going to 2 reverse holos and 1 holo per pack, which is nice. We've seen in the Build and Battle Stadium, they've gone from 4 extra boosters down to 3. We've seen that in your ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill Elite Trainer boxes, they have moved to 1 extra pack and a promo, although they have also increased the price by $5. But again, that is because they're giving you an extra pack and a promo, so they are very much mitigating it. And presumably for the free pack blisters, what they were doing was getting rid of the coin. And that made perfect sense to me. But they're back in Brazil, and we're getting the Fewer Coco coin. They're in the 1-pack blisters featuring Spidoffs and Esparfa. And we're getting the Quaxley coin that is featured in the Check Lane blisters, the ones featuring Gengar and Machamp, the full evolution lines. But we're not getting the Sprigatito coin. But Brazil is. And I wish I had a good explanation for you. I was telling this through with a lovely Primal Lugia, and one of the things we thought was, and it's not a great explanation, but it might well be the right one, it may well just be, you know what? So part of the production is done locally, and that lowers the cost. And because they've got slightly lower costs, they can therefore afford to include the coin, and that's cool. That might well be the answer, honestly. It's as good as any other I've heard. But it's kind of weird. It's weird that, don't get me wrong, the 4 packs, 6 cards each is fine. That makes perfect sense to me. But having these with the coin as well is just a little bit odd. And actually, while we're here, it's worth showing you their quote-unquote 1-pack blisters, because they're not actually 1-pack blisters, they are 3-pack blisters, except they're 3 6-card packs, so it's kind of like 1.5 of our packs. And they again feature Spidops and Esparfa, so again, it is exactly the same as ours in terms of promos, etc. They've just got a different way they've actually organised it in terms of packs and things of that nature. And sure, the fact that they're getting a Sprigatito coin isn't exactly huge, except I know there's a bunch of people out there that are Sprigatito fans. I don't understand it myself. Fewer Coco, clearly best boy from Scarlet and Violet first partner Pokemon. But there are some people out there that like Sprigatito. There are some people out there that collect coins. And also, and I think and I don't know, nothing but a prediction, but we might start seeing a bit more of this as time goes by, because costs have increased so much, and the Pokemon Company are having to raise prices or switch around the contents of products in order to manage this. And they do have to in the same way as every company. The price of everything is going up right now, and I'm sure you've noticed that in, well, like every part of your daily life. Your £1 bars of chocolate bar are now £1.25. That's really annoying to me. It is as it is. But my point is, we might end up seeing a little bit more of this, where certain regions end up having coins, and other regions don't, just because of the difference in production costs, or maybe the difference in terms of what they're selling for, or something else along those lines. It is frankly, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit weird. But there we go. That's the news, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these. Are you planning on picking up the binders? Are you jealous of the Brazilian products? Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and chat with us about Pokemon or anything else, and get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely Oscar Paredes, who is one of our newer patrons and seems to be a very lovely person. So thank you very much for the support and for being a very lovely person. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.